Hi everyone and welcome to the ChanArc video tutorial series, specifically the Revit MEP modeling topic. In this video tutorial, we are going to continue discussing how to lay pipe in a system. In the first part of this video tutorial, we discussed the theory behind laying pipes in a given system. In the second part, we are going to work out an example, a practical example of how to lay pipe when systems have been created by rooms. For our practical example, we'll be working on this wing of the building, the system that have been prepared for this wing. So let's start with the first washroom, guest bath room, space number L21003. So when I select one of the fixtures, we can go to the system browser. Then let's start with domestic cold water. When I select one of the features, I can find where it is in the list. Then I click on that system, generate layout. Then I go through the solutions that Revit would suggest for me. In our case, we want the pipe to go into the wall for a few millimeters and come out and follow along the wall. So the best way for us to do that is to use a perimeter solution type, then set a positive inset. So let's use the perimeter, and okay, now it is working as we want it to, but okay, let's bring these segments back into the wet wall here. To do that, we have to go to edit layout. The webcam is hiding. Okay, edit layout. Then we can select those segments. Oh. It's not screen on. Let's select both of them and control select. Then now let's try to move. Okay. Okay, so now it's working like a charm. But down here we want to break this segment so that it can go around the corner here. The best way for us to do that is by moving one. Let's use this one. Let's move this segment past the intersection, where we will create a new segment here. So we can now move this to the other side of the corner, then move this to get the return that we wanted in the first place. Okay, so that's it for the cold water system. We can finish layouts. Let's see the solution in 3D. A nice trick to be able to view some of the systems is to select them from the system browser, then in the 3D view click on the view cube. It would send you directly to where that is located, so you can see that the pipe is working as we intended. Now let's work on the next system class, that is hot water. In this case, the hot water would be interconnecting this sink with the shower, because the water closet does not have hot water input. So let's again select one of let's select one of the fixtures to easily locate it in the list. Oh, sorry, I selected the water closet which doesn't have a hot water input. So here it is. Generate layout. From the plan view, we can see that it is trying to link the two of them. I can go directly to edit layout. Even though this is okay, it is best if we can get it to follow the cold water. I have to point out that previously in the branch and main options, we set the hot water branch and main to be at -25, while the cold water is at -50, so they wouldn't conflict. Let's go back to solutions and use a perimeter solution type again. Okay, let's browse through some of the options. Okay, this is better. Okay, then edit. Do you want to override the previous custom routing solution? Yes, it's because just now we made some changes and Revit saved those changes. So once we are in the editing mode, I think first of all we can use the same trick to get another segment down here. Okay, then move this one above the cold water and around the corner. Okay, now from the 3D view we can see that we have a problem because these two pipes will be conflicting. The solution is to move it sideways to this corner, so it is going around that pipe and following it. Okay, so that's it for the hot water system. Okay, let's check the sink side, how the connection is. Let's also have it to follow the same route. Okay, finish layout. And there we have our hot water pipe. Now let's work on the sanitary system. So once again, let's first expand. Okay, the sanitary is expanded. So we select one of the fixtures again to locate it. Then click on it to generate layout. But conversely to the other systems, because in the sanitary system the slope is very important, we have to be able to help Revit to get a flow direction and where the slope should be, the different pipes should be converging to with respect to the slope. Because in this case the stack is located here, we would want all those pipes to be going somewhere there. So there is this option place base, where we can specify a is an outlet flow, an outlet for flow for Revit to act upon, and have all the pipes converging towards there. So let's place base, and because we would ultimately want our pipes to be going in this way, we are going to set the base somewhere here, but it cannot go through the column, so let's send it around this side. Okay, and give it an offset of minus 200, and a pipe diameter of 3 inches. Okay, so now let's try some solutions. We want all the pipes to go. Okay, here we have an issue. You can see that the layout, the generic layout, is no longer linking this drainer. Let's find out why. Let's close the generate layout. I believe it's because this drainer is below the floor level. Let's go to edit family, and open one of the views, the elevations to. Okay, I was right. You can see that the connector here is below the reference level, so Revit would think that it is not in the same view. So we have to adjust the view range back into the project to make sure that it works normally. So let's go to the plan view, WT, to tile the windows. Let's go to the plan view, and then edit view range. Let's give it an offset of minus 200. Okay, now we can try and see whether it has updated. Sanitary generate layout. Let's place our base. Place the base somewhere here, and let's go back to the solutions to see some of the routing. Okay, you see that now it is also connecting to the shower. So if you try to generate layout automatically with Revit for a system, and you realize that some of the plumbing fixtures are not showing or are not linked by the branches or the main, make sure that the view range is set to have Revit see that fixture in the view. It would only link with fixtures that are visible in the view. So if you also apply filters or hide some plumbing features, it would not be used in that layout path generation. So now we can add some minor changes to get the sanitary system to work as we would like. This, for instance, let's go to edit layout and move this one back in. Okay, let's have you go here and move this to that side. Okay, and back here. These two, it is always best to first move it to the next intersection before you continue to whichever side you want, to avoid some mistakes. Okay, so this is exactly how we want it. Later on, when we are connecting the different rooms to the stack, we can use the end here for connecting it to the stack. So let's finish layout. Okay, it says no auto route was found. I believe it's because of the small drop that was here to get to the base. If it had created that base, you could later come on and delete the extension that you don't want. In this case, it is working exactly as we would have wanted it, so that's okay. You will see that these pipes are bigger than what they are supposed to be. It's because when I was setting the base, I forgot to change the diameter of the base to suit the previous pipes that were set. So let's go back to the editing mode, modify base. Then you see this is where the issue is. So let's set this to 2 inches. Then finish layout. Now it is working fine. We can delete this part and leave it for later extension. Okay, okay. Now we can add some P traps. And okay, you should know that P traps do not normally behave like they did right now. For them to appear as elbows, we had to go into the family editor and do some changes. You can find more in-depth discussion of pit traps in our Revit tips and tricks series. So this should give you an idea of some of the challenges that you come across when you are trying to lay pipes within a system in which some plumbing fixtures were grouped. So I'm going to quickly do the other rooms for you to have a general view of what should be done for that wing. Here is how the wing will look like when we finish laying the pipe for the systems located over there. So you can see that for the first room, this is what we have done for the example, and you also have another system here, but in this case, because there was only one fixture for the hot water input, there was no need to lay pipes. When we are doing the floor interconnection, then we can connect directly into the fixture. And over here we decided to actually interconnect those two sinks from the dry kitchen and the wet kitchen, and you have another system here for the bath with the same issue concerning hot water. So you can see for the sanitary that there is a T with an open end here. The way the pipes have been laid out, the lowest point in the piping system is over here, so that we can continue to link it to the main pipe. Okay, thank you for watching this video with ChanArc. Keep with us for more in-depth knowledge of Revit. You can subscribe on our YouTube channel, or you can follow us on Facebook.